Okay, this is the pre-recorded lesson that was done on Monday, September 28th, 2020. So today we are talking about the scientific method, and for our notes for this section, we are going to be using a graphic organizer. And that graphic organizer, okay, so we're talking about our scientific method graphic organizer, so this is how you get there. All right, so pause, take a moment, go find it. So now we are going to be talking about the scientific method and really focusing on the first 3 bubbles today, going in a little bit deeper. Okay, so we're going to be looking at asking a question, doing some background research, and constructing a hypothesis. That is what we are going to be working on today. So the first step, identifying a problem and then coming up with a specific question to guide our research, to guide our experiment, all right? In science, we're really going to be focusing on experiments this year. And so we want to come up with a question that's going to help us be able to come up with an experiment, something to test. So this is the question that you are trying to answer or the problem that you're trying to solve. And we want to try to narrow it down and be very specific, right? So we can have a broad problem. We want to try and narrow it down and try and find a problem that we can tackle, right? We want to be able to come up with a question that is specific enough to guide an experiment. Once we have identified a problem and we've come up with a research question, now we need to do some research. We need to gather some background information. Several different ways that we can do that. We can gather data and information about the question by looking at some books, some encyclopedias. We can go online and find some reputable online resources. You can find some magazines, reports. You can refer to the experts depending on what your question and what your problem is. And you can also use your past experiences because sometimes the best expert is yourself. So doing some research and gathering that background information helps us to create our hypothesis. It helps us to come up with that statement that we can use to formulate an experiment, to formulate some tests. So now we get to our hypothesis, which we talked about last week in quite a bit of depth. But this is the 3rd step of the scientific method. And we already talked about how it's an educated guess and a prediction based on research and information gathered. It's also what you think the answer is to that research question based upon all of that information you gathered. So that is how the first 3 steps of the scientific method are related. So the hypothesis is what you think the answer is to that question, step 1, and you base your supposed answer to the question, you base your hypothesis off of that gathered information and that background that you've gathered. That'd be step 2. And we're remembering that a hypothesis is an if-then statement, okay? If-then statement, we gotta remember that. It's a statement that we can use to test. We're gonna go a little bit deeper into that. If we look at the yellow highlighted, it says that the if is the independent variable. What is being manipulated? So that first part of our hypothesis is what is being changed, what is being manipulated by the scientist, by us. The last part of the sentence, the then part of the sentence, that is the dependent variable. That is the response to the change, the response to the manipulation. So if you think about it, it kind of makes sense. That first part, you have to change something, right? So that's why that's the independent variable. And the last part of our hypothesis statement, the then, that's the outcome. So if you think about it, first you change something, and then you get the result. So that's another way that we can help remember the difference between the independent and dependent variables about where they are located in our hypothesis statements. So that is the quick and dirty of what we did in class on Monday, September 28th, 2020. We also worked on our homework assignment. We got that assigned to us so that we can get, if we go into Unified Classroom, Science, Class Pages, click on the class page, what even is science, right? And then you get two more options on that left-hand side. You want to click on Independent Learning Activities, and it is the first activity block. So I moved it, made it first. You want to make sure you're completing that. It says in Identifying Variables, Homework 928. So that was homework assigned today, Monday, October 28th. There is a little instructional video to the right side of that. It says Identifying Variables instructional video or something along those lines. So you would have a guide of telling you exactly what you need to do. So the other homework we had was just to finish our 3 assignments from last week. Those are going to be due Wednesday, for Thursday, and Friday, I believe, of this week. So make sure that we're finishing up all of our practice goods because we will be having a test next week. So we want to make sure that the first time we practice is not when it counts the most. We want to be able to make some mistakes along the way and fix what our misconceptions might still be.